Has something sort of clicked recently at home, you know, over the last 12 months?
Better don't think about these milestones. It happened, it's happened. Try to do what you have to do to win the game. So I didn't know it, and I'm not going to tell to the players. And normally when you say the players, and after we forget the focus, and the focus is Bournemouth, what do you have to do to beat them?
I mean, you've got a run of home games now, though. You must be, when you've had a run like that, it must give you so much confidence.
Yeah, another point, you're right. So we feel comfortable for a long time at home. You're right. So with our people, we have our own momentums, and I saw the team today really, really sharp in the training. I saw everyone is in the good. They're sharp. That was the right word to use. So yeah, we're going to. You know, since Brighton, we have gone win all the games. We have 3 games before international break, and we have important week ahead of us and start tomorrow.
You had a long chat with Erling when you came off the pitch on Sunday at Old Trafford. Roy Keane said, you know, it was all for show. He thought. What you often have these long chats with players when you come off. Why is that?
I respect a lot Roy Keane, so yeah. Sometimes I finish the game, I go inside. Sometimes I stay there. Sometimes I talk. And when I find a player, we make a chat about the game. We talk about. I know the cameras everywhere when you are there, but I could tell him inside. But at the moment I was outside, I want to see all our fans. So I like to be, especially away. You know, for the fans, United is an important game. And it was, we contact the second goal he scored in the miss for the last minute. It was an Onana action, or he could do better and still to be stronger. Header, you know, strong. It just put the ball in the net with more pause or whatever. And it just was the comment. I could have it in front. It happened with Erling in Burnley. Barely happened, so yeah, I can avoid it, honestly. Yeah, maybe Roy is right, but it's happened when it's happened. So I don't need in my age already to do something for the people. So sometimes I go inside, sometimes I go say hi, sometimes I say hi to the referee, sometimes I don't, sometimes it's what it is, it's what I feel at the moment. It's not, I'm thinking, oh, after the game I'm going to go to the players to do some spectacle for the people. So I'm old enough already.
It feels like Erling, in particular, sort of likes to get things off his chest straight away as well, though. Is he one of the players who kind of likes to talk about things as soon as the game's finished?
Especially when you win a game, and after you have talks about what happened in the game. I've done it all my career. I've done it in Bayern Munich with Kimmich sometimes, or in Barcelona. In Barcelona, in that period, we didn't go much to it was not a tradition to go to the managers after the game to on the pitch. Now it sometimes happens, sometimes don't. It depends on the moment. Sometimes reacting one way and the other way, but not to make feel that, oh, how special we are. So away from that.
Just a wheel behind. So yeah, okay, we'll go to yeah.
Pep, I think last season, obviously Erling had a month off because of the World Cup. He was one of the few players who had a nice sort of break in the middle there. You're using him a lot, he's playing a lot of minutes. I mean, is that something you're conscious of, and are you maybe going to have to look at finding a time during the season? Because obviously he lasted the whole season really well last year. Are you going to have to sort of manage his minutes and maybe find a break for him somewhere in there?
Yeah, but it's so important for us, and he feels really fit now for the fact simply have some niggles problems in the abductor in the past, especially when he came from Dortmund. And now it's completely the opposite. He feels free of, problems. And today I saw him training so, with incredible energy. And but I don't think what's going to happen in March and April and May. We wanted to try to win the games to arrive in March, April and May, with being contenders for the competition we're playing. So we'll see. If he go down, he's tired, he will take a rest. He will give a rest. So, but now I feel he's feeling good, and for us, having on the pitch gives us a lot of confidence, and is an incredible threat for the opponents.
I was going to ask that. His goal record is obviously as good as last season almost, but how do you assess his overall form, the stuff we don't see? How do you think he's playing?
He's playing. In the beginning, he struggled because, just 3 weeks off and just connecting. It's the first time he played a lot of minutes, won a lot of titles. But I see him score already a lot of goals so far, and in every game have a lot of chances to score more. So it's so incredible and special and a lovely player for us. So that's why we use him a lot.
Hi, Pep.
Hi.
Andoni Iraola worked under Marcelo Bielsa at Athletic Club de Bilbao. And obviously he was a big influence on you. Iraola says a big influence on him. Do you find it especially interesting coming up against these coaches and see how they've interpreted what Bielsa's taught them and where they've taken it from there?
Yeah, maybe some patterns they have sometimes. There are games like, looks like they are that he changed sometimes. I'm pretty sure. So when you are a football player and you are involved with important managers like Marcelo Bielsa, the influence is there. It's impossible not to be there. So the greatest managers, and Marcelo is one of the greatest ever. So the influence is with the players, that's for sure. It's a copy-paste, I'm pretty sure not. So at the end, Andoni Iraola has his own ideas, but the little details, I'm pretty sure.
Is it quite interesting to see where he takes his own ideas, that they are slightly different and they move the game forward, as you have done?
Yeah, with intensity, they make an incredible high pressing, sometimes a little bit more zonal, sometimes they follow more man marking. Yeah, of course, they have some ideas, for the fact is there, yeah.
Just going back to what Simon was saying about the Roy Keane comments on Sky at the weekend, do you find it, what do you make of people constantly analysing your body language and what you do? Because it's been a theme throughout your 8 years here that the pundits have passed comment on your body language and what you do.
But not just me, I think not just... I think today the cameras are there and we have to make programs, but I think they analyze everyone else because it's me. I don't take personally, honestly, so I respect a lot all the pundits and what they say. What I say, I didn't overreact, or I didn't something for the people. We were happy, we have to admit it. I was really, especially for the way we played, that made me confident. The results helps to give confidence, especially the way we play. When we feel, okay, we are in good way, in good path. That I like it. After we review the game, we analyze to the players what we have done good and the reason why we are able to play good for that reason, and that reason. And I was really happy in that moment. I found Erling. We make a comment there, and he didn't, make a feedback about that comment. I make another comment. We were walking, and that's all. So that was. I could have been sad, of course. I've done many times. Inside, when I say hi in the locker room, oh, look at that image, look at that action. Because I think it's fresh. The players have that image, in the moment, and sometimes you make it that input remains here or here strongly. That maybe we had 2 days off afterwards. After 3 days, oh, you remember? Oh, yeah. It's forgetting. Next happen. It sometimes happen when I'm there, but sometimes don't happen because I go inside. So.
And obviously talking about the performance on Sunday, you said it was a really good performance. Were you expecting that? And how have the performances, in your view, fluctuated this year? Have they been a little bit up and down, or do you think it's been quite level?
My point of view, not now, but in the first 5 or 6 games of the league, our level was higher than last season in that period. My point of view. I'm not talking about points. In general, with Mateus inside, and Jeremy, they understand what they have. Because when it was Gundo, Riyad, they know everything already. So they have to say not much. They have to know some movements perfectly. So I was really pleased. Yeah, Wolves was the game. It's a pity, They made 2 shots on target, 1 deflection, and it's a pity. In Arsenal, we didn't play quite well. Credit for Arsenal because it's an exceptional team. But in general, in Champions League, for example, half-time against Red Star was 0-1 down, but we played really good. And I said to him, against West Ham, we were losing, I think so. I said, we're playing really good. And the results, Champions League, we are 1 game away to qualify. Next Tuesday, we were able to do it. And in Premier League, we are there. We could be there 10 points ahead of the second, but that is a fantasy, so it's not the reality. So in general, I'm satisfied, and especially when I see them every day, how they compete, they play, they want to get better. But okay, still, we are not in hangover period. What happened last season is completely the opposite. Still, we are focused. That means they're going to win tomorrow. I don't know, but when that's happened, we have to be proud because the opponents all play, and if Tottenham is at home, because they deserve it. So, but at the end, when I said 28 games to play, a lot of things is going to happen. So, game by game. Today we play, try to win today, and we'll see what happens.
Just you said about the treble. Has the level of performances and the application in training, has there been any surprise from your perspective?
I was
How high it's been?
I was curious. I was expected, but it will be unfair I didn't expect it what they have done for 6 years. Maybe it's because I should be. That is a reality. The moment they have to be, they are. So the moment they in Champions League or Old Trafford or Newcastle after, playing in Athens and less recovery, still we are not in the best moment and play the way we play against Newcastle. So I think the mentality of the team is still, I like it.
Finish from Cal, please, guys.
Hello, Pep. Erling Haaland has been a little bit, made some critical remarks to people and media after he called one Norwegian news site for clowns after they focused on his bust-up with the Brighton defender a couple of weeks ago. Does the writing and headlines get a little bit more into his head than we might think, you think?
Honestly, I didn't get your question. You have to repeat. About the highlights, what the people say about Erling?
Okay, I'll try another one.
No, try.
Okay.
Honestly.
There have been some headlines focusing on his bust-up with the Brighton defender after the Brighton game.
Argument.
Yeah, argument.
It's part of the game.
And he called the Norwegian news site for clowns. Do you think this headlines and so gets a little bit more into his head than we think?
He's fine, honestly. Sometimes you need this, All the time they have two central defenders that fighting for him and has to defend himself. Be careful to don't get sent off, but it's normal. So you have to feel that contact connections, and he has it. It's really fine. Erling is, if he's good, in good mood, and yeah, it's fine.
Oscar Bobb probably had the dream month of his life here in City in September. How do you consider his situation now regarding competition and so on?
I see him every day in training session, and we are really pleased. Of course, the competition is high here because every player had a high level, but it's the first time he's in the first team training every day. He's with us and try to continue like that, learn and being positive. So, no doubt. So, at the end, the minutes I will give to him and his performance will dictate his own future. But in my perspective as a manager, I'm really, really, really pleased about since the day one I've done with us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.